Hello everybody, welcome back to Europa Universalis for AI only extended timeline mod, and we are up to episode 16 I do believe. Now I'm going to try and make all the episodes about 15 minutes now, only because uploading is a bit of a problem, and I mean, I like to get my content out as quickly as possible, and also it allows me to break down my sessions, so I have 4 videos coming out instead of 3. Anyway, I digress. Let's get into this. So we have China at war with Russia, the entirety of the European Union, apart from, I do believe it's Germany. No? Okay, it's just, never mind. It's just England, Italy, Finland and China up against Russia, Turkey and Uzbekistan. And we also have Brazil going up against Venezuela. And those are the 2 main wars currently. Now, I do apologize. Let's get the current wars up. So we have the Russian-Finnish war, the Rwandan-Congolese war. We're going to mainly focus on these 2 because I just unpaused. That's a scary thought indeed. Well then, huge troop movements do not bode well for this. And there we go. Okay, thank you Brazil for clearing that up for us. Now Brazil mainly took poor provinces. Yes, for the most part. They did take Zaraza and Angostura. However, they do now have a bit more hinterland, and if they took Guapo back, they'd have a nice name. But of course, we're not going to worry about that. Oh, and Colombia got their provinces back. Wow. And Ecuador got most of their provinces back, apart from Tumbes, which was owned by Peru, so it doesn't matter. Ecuador, now back. Thank you, Brazil, for cleaning up the map a bit, and also making more mess. Anyway, let's have a look over here. Senegalese and Malian war. And we also have the Rwandan and Democratic Republic of Congo war, which is Sudan, Tanzania, and Rwanda up against DRC, Botswana, South Africa, and Swaziland. Something happened here, I do believe. Yes, okay. So, Zambia apparently lost big time, and I didn't notice. But the DRC got most of their land back. I think it's because Zambia lost in a war with South Africa because they couldn't call in Nigeria. But anyway, so we have most of the poorer provinces of Zambia going back to the DRC and a bit to South Africa. But of course, it's not too bad. It's not too bad so far, don't worry. Zambia are still on their feet. Now, if we head up here, the chaos that is Russia and mostly Siberia at the moment is ensuing. Now we still have Iran, which has not been taken. It is being blockaded though. We have Mongolia just sitting pretty, guaranteed by Russia, and nothing happening to it. Uzbekistan is being invaded, however China does not have enough troops in this certain army to actually siege down Quarapalak? Is it Quarapalak? I do believe it is. Yeah, Qualpak, maybe. Anyway, if we head over here, looks like the war with Finland is over now. And what was left? 2 more provinces. Now we have Viipuri, or Viborg, and yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not finished. So 11 development going to Finland. Small loss for Russia, but they could have lost a lot more. Neva could have gone. They could have lost the entire Kola Peninsula and Kerm along with it. But the Finnish, you know, they're right. Oh, they did have Circassia released, however. And Azerbaijan did grow. And Kazakhs... Oh, okay, so that was quite harsh indeed. Now I'm just going to take a little look at the religious map mode. So Perth is completely irreligious, as is most of Papua New Guinea now. There's certain areas in various countries that are irreligious, but For the most part, the most irreligious is Czech Republic. Or Czechia, if you like. Anyway, so Circassia was released. Maybe even taking on Georgia in the near future. Georgia is at war with China, however. And Azerbaijan, looking pretty good. Looking very good indeed. And Kazakhstan, of course, got some more land back. But if we do have a look at this, that's a lot of troops. And let's head over this way a bit. And possibly check on this. Yes, the Mali and Senegalese war has not ended. However, the Spanish have reasserted Spanish Mauritania and Spanish Mali. This is a bit of a mess here. I apologise for anyone who hates Portugal, but cannot be helped at the moment. Why is Telemkin released? A torpedo boat will be put to sea here on 2074. There are Genoese separatists in Lucca. Now, I would suggest sending troops like the Armata di Novara to deal with that. That'd be a good idea, you know? And they will be absolutely crushed. Now, I'm going to pause real quick here, because the computer is struggling a bit with the amount of stuff China is doing. I can't blame it, really. 1.6 million troops going up against one of the largest nations in the world. Well, the largest nation by land area in the world. And as we can see, Piotr for Sheremetev is being attacked. The Russians do have the discipline to deal with Chinese armies. They do not have the morale, however. They kind of lost the will to fight with all this happening. There are Chinese troops as far as Vetluga. Not very far away from Moscow. Or Moskva, if you like. And Nizhny Novgorod. Moskva is only so far away. It's going to be very interesting as we see these very small Russian and Turkish armies trying to make a stand against the onslaught of Chinese that are just being thrown into the Siberian winter. Or the Siberian summer at the moment. But oh well. Gee, this is a bit of a struggle. Hopefully this ends soon, because this war is really, really killing. Anyway, let's go check on a less hurtful area. Mali and Senegal. Mali did gain quite a bit. Sierra Leone also regained Sierra Leone! Little clap for Sierra Leone there. They finally regained that, and a bit of Guinea, Liberia, and Cote d'Ivoire. Amazing, amazing. Outstanding, Sierra Leone, and you still don't have a single province that is orange. But well played. You regained Sierra Leone proper. And it looks like they are in Moskva. No, yes they are. Walls breached. 28%. The defensiveness of the capital is negative 79.5%. Chinese siege ability being 100, negative, being 129%. Yaroslavl is occupied as well. Moskva has fallen, Vladimir Kasimov, and I'm assuming the mopping up of Russia will be ensuing. As we can see, I do believe this is the biggest Russian military at the moment. They are doing quite well against this huge Chinese stack. However, they will not survive, particularly with 67,000 more Chinese coming in. This time with a leader. Oh ho ho. I do believe the computer is murdering itself, so I apologize for the constant pauses. But if China would get themselves sorted and not send 1,000 stacks, I would be fine. However, the computational things going on in the game caused this to be a bit of a problem. Now, of course, we have to watch as the Chinese mop up, and Uzbekistan wins a small battle. There we go. Well played, Uzbekistan. Even though most of their development is under the control of the Chinese at the moment, they're still going strong. And this mess, that's the only way of describing it. It's a mess. A mess of troop movements. So, Peruvian reconquest of Cuenca against Ecuador, and Rwandan Congolese nationalist war. Now, I do believe there was another war that, yes, Tanzania losing out. Uganda, so Somalia took Shaga, Buzinza going back to Uganda, and Kilwa, Lindi, and Makonde going to Swaziland. Okay, I do believe that was the only changes in territory there. Still got the problem. Oh well, oh, and was this here earlier? No, it was not. A push into Sudan, Upper Nile, Niatong, Equatoria, and Acholiland. Wow, Somalia is going quite strong, and you thought it was the most corrupt nation in the world. No. Okay, maybe it still is, but we don't talk about that now. They have 52,000 troops. We don't talk about how corrupt they are, okay? Okay? That was almost 60 years ago in this timeline, so we won't talk about it. So Ecuador probably going to land under the yoke, well, most likely to land under the yoke of Peru, and that's some very nice development indeed. So we shall see a Peruvian Ecuadorian forced. How do we say? Forced cooperation, let's call it. Now the Brazilians losing out to noble rebels of all things. There's still a kingdom, Queen Maria I de Borgia. Okay. And they have noble rebels because of that. So good job, Brazil. Appreciate it. This is very scary indeed. Siberia's not being picked on very much. I mean, the Russians could launch an assault from Chara and Stanovoy, but they have not done so. I hope Iran does go to China. It would be a shame if it doesn't, because a bit of a pain for borders and whatnot. But oh well. And there has been a push. There hasn't been much change here. However, some lands, I do believe, have been fought back. Yes, Vladimir. I think it's only Vladimir that has been retaken. There is... The troops here is just ridiculous. We have 9,000 Kazakh separatists in Uzbekistan, and 53,000 in Uzbekistan as well. However, the Chinese are arriving to deal with that. Thank you, China. But every now and then, it's around the 20s of each month, we get this long pause. I do apologise for that, but I blame China. No, they seem like a suitable scapegoat, so let's blame China. There's that lag again. Oh well. So if we go down here, what has changed? The DRC should not look like that, guys. Why is the DRC so fat now? Oh, Zambia lost another war against them, I do. Yes, does look like that is the case. Yeah. Oh wait, no, Rwanda. Rwanda lost the war. Now they own 2 provinces again. And Burundi's back. Lovely. So, the Democratic Republic of Congo actually own more than they start with now, ironically. That was a turn of events. That was quite a turn of events. Hopefully Nigeria steps in, annexes them completely, because I will appreciate that a lot. Anyway, let's head back up north and see what's happening. Well then, we still have 9,000 Kazakh separatists, led by Jormat Kurumbe, and he's a 3rd Liberation Army. Very nice. We have Uzbek troops, for some reason, sieging Don't know why they're taking so long. But they are sieging Karamegedgan. And they're going to lose this battle because they have, of course, less discipline. Oh, no, they're not. Wow, that was a turn of events. But the Uzbeks do have less discipline, less morale, and less military tactics than China. Quite unfortunate for them, of course. And we have small Chinese stacks mopping up smaller Russian stacks. Hopefully Kostroma gets, as we can see, there's a bit of just Chinese influence in this area. Now, if they can connect their supply trains up, I will be happy. But of course, can never be happy in Europa. And what's interesting here is Ukraine does own Chernigov and Novgorod-Seversky, and they are a vassal of the European Union. Leeds Personal Union. I don't think that's the way the game works, but okay. So, as Russia finally wanes, I don't know why they're not employing more troops over in Siberia, however they are getting some troops. There's 25,000 troops here. There's a Siberian stack we were waiting for. But I don't quite know what the Russians' plan is. Probably just to lose. Anyway, we are going to end the episode here. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, you know the drill. And I'll see you all next time, where hopefully this war between Russia and China will be over, and we won't have to worry about the copious amounts of lag. Anyway, see you all later.